Hi, welcome to Learning Monkey. I am Vikram. In this class, we'll try to understand the logic for diamond shape pattern. So in our previous videos, we have discussed about half pyramid pattern, full pyramid pattern, and each and every pattern we have discussed nearly 5 to 6 videos, different kinds of pattern which are related to the half pyramid and full pyramid has been clearly described, explained in our previous video. If you haven't watched those videos, please watch those videos and come back here, because the logic that has been used in the half and the full pyramid will help us a lot in understanding the logic for this diamond shaped pattern. So it is nothing but by the use of full pyramid and inverted full pyramid, we can get this diamond shaped pattern. And every video in our channel is going to be a part of entire course or a playlist. Our suggestion is to follow the entire course so that you can have better understanding of the concepts. Now, and the link for the playlist is provided in the description below. Now, coming to this class, we will try to analyze the concepts, analyze the logic behind the implementation of this diamond shaped pattern. So our suggestion is, please watch the videos on full pyramid and inverted full pyramid, because using both those logics we can simply implement the logic of diamond shape. So coming to this discussion, so let's analyze this diagram. So how to analyze this is what the end user has to give. The end user has to give the height of the full pyramid. So the maximum number of lines, so the maximum number of the maximum row, so the number of rows that needs to be displayed, where the maximum number row, the height of that particular maximum number row has to be provided, because this diamond shape, we can get this diamond shape only if this maximum row is present. Okay, so that makes that diamond shape. Okay, so from here the number of rows will get reduced. So this is the row, this is the row, the maximum number of rows has to be provided. Here our maximum row is 5. Able to get this? So the height of the diamond shape has to be provided. Here the height of this diamond shape is 5. So from here it will get reduced, and from here it will get reduced. So that height has to be provided by the end user. Okay. So now what is the logic is, if you closely observe this diamond shape, so here, so from here to here, so this is a full pyramid. This is a full pyramid of height 5, and here this is the inverted full pyramid. So how it is looking like? This is inverted full pyramid. Inverted full pyramid. Pyramid of height 5 minus 1. See here. See here. So this is for 1, 2, 3, 4. So of height 5 minus 1, which means if the number of rows is 5, rows minus 1, inverted pyramid has to be printed. With the number of rows, full pyramid has to be printed. So what we have to do? We have to take two different for loops. The first for loop is going to implement the full pyramid of height n. For example, if it is 5, height 5. And the next for loop is going to implement the inverted full pyramid of height n minus 1. So the counting has to be done from n minus 1 to 1. So here the value of n is equal to 5. So from here we have to print the inverted full pyramid of n minus 1, rows minus 1, 4 minus 1. So for example, if the value of n is 5, 5 minus 1, 4 height inverted pyramid has to be printed. So those two for loops, those two for loops has to be implemented. Now coming to the implementation part, let's check the program for this. The program for this is, this is the program, and the logic of this program is, this is our first for loop. See here, from here to here, this is the implementation of, so the logic that we have implemented is same as that of the logic of full pyramid. Okay, and the next half of this program is this for loop. This is the second for loop. this for loop implementation is inverted for loop, inverted full pyramid. See here, rows minus 1 to 1, I minus minus. So this logic is same as that of inverted full pyramid logic, but the only difference is here we are going to take rows minus 1, 5 minus 1. From 4 the inverted pyramid will get printed. So with these two for loops we can directly implement the logic of diamond. Now let's check the both these for loops, for loops. Let's check it. So see here. So you should be familiar with the implementation of full pyramid. So this is a full pyramid implementation. This is going to be count the row count. This is a row count. This for loop, external for loop is used for row count, and this internal for loop is going to print the columns. So the values in the columns will get printed by this for loop, and this j, the value of j should be less than or equal to, so it should be between these two values. So as we have discussed, from where to where, for example, so what this if condition will do is, if this full pyramid has to be implemented, what is the role of this if condition is, if this condition is the column number is 1, okay, so from here we are going to start 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with a height of 3, row number is 3 with a row height of 3, this full pyramid has to be implemented. So in order to implement the stars within a row, within this row, in this row 2, in this row 2, in this row 1, so where these stars, in which column the stars has to start and end, that is decided by this if condition. Okay, so please watch our full pyramid video. We are stressing it again and again. Okay, so for example, if the row number is 2, row number is 2 means it is 5 minus, sorry, here it is 3, right? 3 minus I minus 1, 2 minus 1 is 1, and this is 3 plus 2 minus 1, 1. So which means 3 minus 1, 2, 3 plus 1, 4. So from 2 to 4, 2 to 4 we have to print star, and otherwise we have to print empty spaces. So here the empty spaces, here the empty spaces will get printed. So that will get implemented by this entire for loop. This will get constructed if the value of r is equal to rows is equal to 3. So the diamond shape of 3 will get printed. So the next half, so the remaining half has to be printed. So how it will get printed is by the other for loop. So what is the other for loop that we have in our program? So this is the other part of the program. See here, rows minus 1, rows minus 1 means 3 minus 1, it is 2. So the 2 rows will get this, here the inverted pyramid will get printed. It starts from 2, it is greater than or equal to 1, so it is going to check 2, 1. So this is going to iterate for those many number of rows, and this is the same implementation, and the stars will get printed. So this is the implementation of inverted full pyramid. Okay, let's check the output. So if this for loop is getting executed means what happens at the output is, so what happens at the output is rows minus 1. Rows minus 1 is R2. So this one will get printed with 3 stars, and this one will get printed with in the next row it will get printed with 1 star. So it is the diamond shape that is getting obtained with a row height of 3. Okay, so this is how the diamond shape can be constructed. Hope you got the clarity on this concept. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please subscribe to our channel and press bell icon for the latest updates. And if you have any doubts regarding this concept, please post your doubt in the comment section below. And if you feel that this concept is very helpful for you, please give us a like symbol and please share our videos with your friends. Thanks for watching.